All right. So, I was eating a cantaloupe one day, and I wondered to myself, what would happen if I took all this stuff from the inside, all this gooky stuff with the seeds, and if I just put it in my garden? Because, well, I'm no gardener, and I've certainly never planted cantaloupe before, and I don't even know if cantaloupe grows in Arizona. But I figured it's worth a shot. So this is what I wound up with. All these seeds and this orange, wet, gooky stuff. Not being a gardener, I had no idea what you're supposed to do with them. I found out later that I was supposed to wash them, separate them, and then dry them. And if possible, refrigerate them for a while. I didn't do any of that. I just took a handful of this stuff and put it in my raised bed. And what happened? Plants, lots of plants, all coming from one spot because I didn't think to separate them. So it's been about 2 months, and I have quite a few cantaloupe plants, and they are totally tangled up, and I have no way of clearing them out at this point. As you can see, I have put some in metal cages to protect against some of the animals we have out here in Arizona. And I knew that it would be best if I got them off the ground, so I grabbed my clothing rack and stuck it out here, and I hung them from it. This is what happens when you take a girl from Long Island and put her in the desert where she knows nothing about the desert or growing cantaloupes. Very curious to see what happens. One thing Arizona is known for is sun, but it's also known for having really terrible soil. It's made up of clay, sand, rock, granite, and not very hospitable to many growing plants. But I thought, let's take some seeds and just stick them in the ground and see what happens. And they're growing through these rocks and clay and sand, and, well, I have no idea if they'll actually continue to grow. But again, we'll see.